podcast, and that's 3 R's. We hard, so the mommies wanna ride on it like yeehaw. But don't horse around, I'm a wild boy. Uptown like the Cowboys. Chop cheese off the loud boy. Got him saying turn it down, boy. I'm in NYC with Brian and Frizz. Eyes low but steady eyeing a bitch. But wait, more than that, I'm eyeing the chips. Cause 50 said them hoes come with this shit. And that's a fact, like I tell no lies. Harlem World, Uptown, the revolution will be televised.
Yerrr.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? It's another episode of the Yerrrpodcast. This is episode 101. It's your boy Fridge, and I'm here with my co-host
Xavier. You already know, human number 35.
You know
back at it, man.
You know the vibes. You know the vibes. And we here with special guest of mine. I've been wanting to get this brother on for a long, long time, and we finally did it. My brother, Mr. Be Safe, though. Oscar, what's up, brother?
How are you? How are you? I can't take full credit for that hashtag. That hashtag is Taxstone's hashtag, but thank you. Yes.
Appreciate it. How are you, brother? How's everything, man? First of all, thank you for letting me throw my birthday over there. It was amazing. I appreciate the hospitality. It was dope, man. Thank you for everything. It was really good, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you for choosing Locksmith. Like I say to everyone, always thank you for choosing Locksmith. You could have celebrated anywhere else in the world, but you chose us. Thank you.
I appreciate that. I wanted to ask you a question, man. What made you want to open up a bar?
What made me want to open up a bar? Honestly, originally Locksmith wasn't supposed to be a bar. It was, I wanted to open up a liquor store. Okay. But as I started going through the whole process and everything, I kind of like saw the space and I was like, you know what? Let me kind of change it and let's roll the dice on a bar. At the time, this was before any other neighborhood spots were open. We were there before like Apartment 78 and Dykeman Bar and tons of places that have opened up. So at the time, there wasn't many places for us to go to. I would have to travel downtown to hear some hip hop and stuff like that. So that's why I said, you know what, let's take a chance on opening up a spot like this in our neighborhood.
Okay. That's my second thing I was about to ask you. Out of all the locations, it could have been Harlem, Lower East Side, but you chose the Heights specifically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from the Heights. I'm not born and raised in the Heights. I'm 45. I've been in the Heights 42 years. So, you know, like it was home base. Like it just made sense to me. It didn't make sense for me to go to the Lower East Side or Brooklyn or Queens because that wasn't my hometown. The Heights is where I'm raised. So it just made sense.
Oh, that's amazing, man. What kind of struggles did you have to go through like during like the pandemic? Because I know this pandemic affected everybody with my job and just life itself and just I guess some of the rules, like I guess some of the rules that had to happen. Like what was it like during the pandemic?
Oh man, that would take like 3 hours to explain. There's so many things. But I mean, where do I start? Where do I finish? I mean, in the beginning, when everything was shut down completely, it was kind of trial and error. We were scared. You know, my team was scared, and we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what rules the SLA were going to enforce and stuff like that. But you kind of try to figure it out as we went along. The hardest part, I guess, is the laws and the logistics of it. Is that, if that makes any sense? Like the state liquor authority forces us to enforce these rules on you guys. So then you guys get upset at us because, you know, a lot of the times you guys think it just comes from us, but it's not from us. It's from them, you know, and the way they bully us is, all right, you don't have your mask on or that customer didn't have his mask on. Well, here's a $4,000 fine. And you're like, wow, you know, like I just had an argument with this customer about putting on his mask, but I can't, like, what am I going to do? Get into a physical altercation with this guy because he doesn't want to put his mask on? Yeah. You know, so that we're put in the middle. Like, it's a tough situation that they put us in. And, you know, now with this new, where they want everybody to get, they want us
show
to check vaccine cards. Yeah. We don't have the set rules yet. I should get an email from my attorney any day now with the rules that the SLA is going to force us to enforce. So that's going to be interesting. What are they going to do? Are they going to make us check cards? Are they going to make us, you know, check the apps on your phones and your ID has to match it? I don't know. Are they going to make us keep a log? So whatever it is, we're forced to do it. And then I'm sure I'm going to have the argument with people at the door. Well, I don't want to get vaccinated or here's a fake card. And, you know, it puts us in a weird place.
Okay. Now I understand. I saw something on Twitter the other day where you guys made a joke about 3 or more men got to come in with $150. Yo, that was hilarious. What made you want to come up with that? That was funny as hell.
That was just meant as a joke. Honestly, it was just meant as a joke. At Locksmith, we always try to keep the male to female ratio even. You know, it's sometimes
y'all do a great job at that.
Thank you.
The day before that, it was just like, whoa, dude. I think I'm gonna have to step out.
Everybody was
let me add to subtraction at least for a bit. You know,
right? And then not only do we try to keep the male to female ratio even, but we also try to not overcrowd the place because that can cause, not only an uncomfortable space, but a dangerous space. God forbid there's a fire or something happens. Now you have a stampede of people that are all trampling over each other. So, that's why they have capacity laws, et cetera, et cetera. So we try not to overcrowd the place. And, on Fridays and Saturdays, we always have to tell people, guys, you got to wait online. Right now we're over capacity and we're constantly faced with an argument and everyone always wants to fight us on us because they feel like it's a personal attack on them, but it isn't a personal attack on anybody. We're just trying to create a comfortable environment. That's all.
Okay. What ideas did you have to make the bar stand out? Because Locksmith is not like every other bar in the Heights, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the spaces, a lot of the bars in the clubs got like hookah, and they're predominantly more like Latino, more Dominican, Puerto Rican, Spanish, and all that. But Locksmith is a vibe of everything. Like, what kind of ideas did you have to make sure that it's a different vibe? Because Locksmith is like a culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have to know that what goes down there. It's like dope. A community, hangout. It's not just basically to go. They sell hookah or this and the third. It's like, no, it's a place where everybody goes and hangs out and sees each other again, more or less. It's like the hangout spot of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the gift and the curse because we're blessed to have so many people that come and support us. Sometimes it's the curse because people will come inside and then not consume anything and kind of just want to hang out. Mm-hmm. And they don't understand that we have so much overhead. We pay our DJs, we pay a high electric bill, we pay a water bill. So sometimes
shout out to Yo Q.
Yes, Q and all the guys. So it is sometimes the gift and the curse. But to make us stand out from everybody, I mean, I think as a small business owner and entrepreneur, the one thing you always want to do is kind of just be different. You don't want to offer the same thing that your neighbor is offering because then how do you create, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Diversity, or how do you create something different on the block? For example, we have a hookah bar right on the corner of us, La Cantina. They're great. People will come to Locksmith and then they'll bar hop to La Cantina. So it creates a little bar hopping destination area on the block. Buddha Bar, they offer something different also. So if each of us offers something different, then people come to the block, they bar hop, and it's just great energy. Now, if I sell hookah, Buddha Bar sells hookah, and La Cantina sells hookah, then, why are people coming to us to bar hop and find something different? It kind of doesn't make sense.
I got you, my brother. What made you want to name it Locksmith? Like, where did you get that name from?
That was easy. It was a Locksmith for 80 years, so we just kept the name. There was a big sign. It was a big, beautiful sign on the front of the bar that said Locksmith. Mm-hmm. It was one of those old school vintage signs that you'll see on like pickers and stuff like that. So we took the sign and we put it on the inside. And we just kept the name because it just made sense. It was good energy. It was a Locksmith 80 years ago. So, man, fuck it, just keep the name. Excuse me, curse.
No, you good.
Is it the same sign that it's in the bigger bar area? That same sign where the mirror's at?
It's not there anymore. The sign, unfortunately, now lives around the corner in the building. And as soon as I find a home for it, I'd love to bring it back.
No, but what I'm saying I'm sorry to cut you off, the vinyl of it, because you have a mirror more or less by the bar, and it says Locksmith. Is it the same font size, or is it the same design that you initially saw?
No, it's completely opposite. It was just some sign that the owner. It was just some sign that the owner from the Locksmith probably bought, 50 years ago, and he just put it up. I'll post it on Instagram maybe later on so you guys can take a look at it.
Awesome.
Appreciate you. I got just a few more questions. I know you're a busy man. I'm gonna get you out of here. Do you have any advice for any other Latino business owners or someone who wants to be a business owner?
Believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself and roll the dice. And don't be afraid to ever ask questions. You know, I have when I first started, I have a GD diploma. I never graduated high school. I didn't go to college. I kind of learned things on my own. But there was a lot of people that opened their doors to me and that were very welcoming and gave me some advice. Jacob at the Monkey Room, good friend of mine. Shout out to the Monkey Room.
Shout out to the Monkey Room.
This guy loves the Monkey Room.
My thing is the trifecta. I go to Buddha the pregame, go to you guys. Just when it's about to hit 1 a.m., we out of Monkey.
and that's what it's about. You know, that's what it's about. It's creating something different. And guess what? You stay in the neighborhood. Your cab rides aren't that expensive because you might just walk.
Exactly.
You know, so once we lose the crowd to Williamsburg and Queens and Brooklyn, you know, that's where, as a community, as a neighborhood, we start losing. But back to your question, which was, I'm sorry, I lost track. What was the question?
Any
advice for any Latino business owner?
Just believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself and roll the dice. Pick up a book, and if you're not getting the right answers from certain people that you're trying to reach out to, then just pick up a book and read. That's what I did. Some people, I'm not going to name the negative ones, but some people I reached out to in the neighborhood back in 2009, they completely shut their doors on me. And they were like, listen, kid, don't even bother. They're not giving out liquor licenses right now. You're wasting your time. But other people like Jacob in the Monkey Room, he was honest with me and he guided me in the right direction.
Okay. When you did,
love that for you.
When you decided, that's what's up. When you decided to do the henny coladas and the margaritas, during the quarantine times, you were just like shot. With the extra shot. Like, did you thought about that? Like, that was like, all right, let's do it. Like, fuck it. Like, we out.
Listen, I make the joke and I say that those henny coladas during quarantine sold faster than crack in the 80s. And it was mayhem. I mean, honestly, listen, again, back to Monkey Room and Jacob. Yeah. Jacob called today. And I've never told this story. I've told the story to very few people. Only insiders know. So now so Jacob called me up one day and he's like, Oscar, I got these frozen drink machines that I want to get rid of. Are you interested in buying them? This was in the beginning of quarantine. I'm broke right now. Where am I going to get this money to buy these machines? So I said, you know what? Let's buy the machines. I bought the machines from Jacob. And we just started selling these henny coladas. Now we put them in the quart containers just because we figured, you know what, we want to give people a bang for their buck. You're home, you're bored. You don't want just a 10-ounce glass or a 9-ounce cup. Yeah. And kind of like following that nutcracker blueprint, you know, just sell them in the big quart containers. Give people a bang for their buck because that's what we were trying to do. And it just came together, man. It was crazy. And then the upside down shot was we just stuck a shot in there upside down, and there was really no science to it. We're not curing cancer. It was real easy and simple, and people just loved it. But I will tell you, it's also the quality of the product that we put in our henny coladas and in our margaritas. We try to offer you guys the best product. Also, we don't just go to Restaurant Depot and buy this pre-mixed batch and just dump it into the margarita mixes because that downplays the quality.
Yeah, I know other bars that do that. Also, how do you feel about every other bar ripping you off with that? Now everyone has it. You guys were the originators.
You can't imitate an original, man.
Yeah, y'all was the originators.
Because to this day, I go to Locksmith, let me get that margarita with the extra shot.
And now everyone does it. Made in Mexico, La Cantina, they all do it now.
I mean, I like to think that we were just lucky enough to be the ones that were one of the very few that were open at that time. I think that, you know, given the circumstances, if other guys were open, they would have done it also. I think that we're just lucky enough to be the ones that were open at the time and pulled it off. And, you know, it's flattering, you know. I mean, like I said, man, nutcrackers have been around forever, you know, so It's not something like I didn't reinvent the wheel. You know, I just gave the people what they wanted, and you know, to the other people that followed, hey, you know, more power to them, man. If it helped make money through the pandemic and it helps them make money now, then shit, by all means, man.
How does it feel to be back to normal now? Now that COVID is, we don't know, but somewhat back to normal to a degree.
I would rather go back to quarantine.
Oh wow!
Oh, shit, right?
Okay.
Listen, we had it was on the business side, like overhead was a lot less. You just have to deal with so many less headaches when everything was indoor. I mean, the city, there was no traffic in the city. You can get around everywhere a lot quicker. Now that things are back to normal, there's traffic. Everything is skyrocketed through the roof. Like everything is more expensive. And it's just a lot. But we're happy. We're just adjusting. We're trying to figure out what else the city's going to do to us with the new laws. At some point they're going to take away these outdoor structures from us that's really going to affect us.
Yes,
because a lot of people's restaurants grew in size. We went from being able to sit 20 people to maybe 40 to 50. So a lot of restaurants are profiting, including myself, from these outdoor structures. But eventually the city's going to get a little pissed and say, hey, we're losing money on parking tickets and meters and all this stuff. You guys got to start either paying up some money or we're going to take these away from you. So we're curious to see what's going to happen. And we're kind of living in limbo. And every day the laws change, every day there's something different.
Okay, that's dope. Also, I got one last question, and we ask everybody this on the podcast. Have you ever had a chopped cheese before? And if you have, what did you get on it? And what was the best, where did you get the best chopped cheese from?
Oh man, in my old age, I can't eat chopped cheeses anymore because I get indigestion. But the place down the block from Locksmith Lele, they make a pretty good chopped cheese. And our old security guard, Danny, rest in peace, he used to always put bacon. So he would get his chopped cheese with bacon on it at like 4:30 in the morning, and they were delicious. The Lele, right down the block from Locksmith. So we would close up the bar, and then we'd just take a walk down there, get our chopped cheeses, and wake up with indigestion.
I know where I'm going next time.
Now next time we're going to next time we're going to Locksmith. What, Friday coladas? I can't do a Friday. I might have to go on a Tuesday or Wednesday, or maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Oscar, I appreciate you, my brother. Do you have anything you want to share for the crowd for the Yerrr podcast?
No, thank you guys for having us, man. Thank you guys for having me. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for having me. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for the support for Locksmith also, and the neighborhood. Not just Locksmith, but the neighborhood. Like, hearing that you go to Buddha Bar and you'll go to Monkey Room and you'll bounce around to all these neighborhood spots. I mean, we appreciate it. I mean, I know some business owners are in competition with each other, but competition is also good because it keeps you on your toes. It keeps you pushing to be creative and do different things. So if it wasn't for some healthy competition, we at Locksmith wouldn't constantly evolve and constantly try to adapt and change. So most of all, thank you guys, man, for pushing us to get better, pushing the brand and everything, man. Appreciate you guys.
Anything that ends up happening in the future, you got people like me and other friends as well, always for support. So no matter what challenges or consequences come in the future, you're definitely going to see my face there for support, always.
Thank you very much, guys. And don't get upset if I make you wait online.
I'll just get Travis. I'll get Travis to come get me.
That's tough. It's all good. Thank you, my brother. Oscar, I appreciate you. Much love. Thanks, man. And I'll see you this week. I'll see you this week for sure.